Hello children. So we see in this class a new chapter, algebraic expression. Is it right? Okay. So algebraic expressions. Okay. This topic is familiar to you. See, I thought you all remember the first part. We have simple equations. Okay. In for part 1 textbook we have algebra part. That is simple equations. Is it right? Okay. So in that only we saw all the concepts in that. So we have to learn little more concepts in algebraic expressions. Okay. So first we move on to that algebraic expression. First let us remember the topics. What is there in the facts. Okay. In the algebraic expressions. What are the factors we have? So in simple equations we saw an equation. Okay. In an equation, okay, there is an equal symbol. In an equation there is an equal symbol. This equal symbol represents the both side of the left side and right side of both of the equal symbol are equal. Okay. So that we can say it is an equation. Okay. Any value we have to substitute in a variable in an equation. Okay. That equation should be true. Okay. So that we can say it is an equation. Okay. So in an equation we have so many terms. Okay. So that is so many components. Okay. In that we have variable, constant, operations. Okay. So and equal symbol. These are all there. Okay. Let us take one simple equation. Okay. So 10x plus 5 equal to 0. 10x plus 5 equals to 0. Okay. So this can be true in some exponents, some expense. Okay. So some extents we are substituting the value of variable. We are substituting the value of variable here. So then we are getting the value of this equation. So before we are going to value of the equation, we have to learn some terms here. Okay. So we have to know the expressions. So this is an equation. Simple equation we read in our part 1. Is it right? So here we have to know the expressions. What is meant by expressions? So in an expression, so there is a variable. Okay. So there is a variable and with that there is a constant and operations also there. So that is a expression. Okay. So here we have to say 10x plus 5 is an algebraic expression. 10x plus 5 is an algebraic expression. So 3x is an algebraic expression. Okay. And 4x square plus 5x plus 9. So this is an algebraic expression. Okay. So these are the terms we have like this and algebraic expression. So in these terms we have, see in these terms we have variable term and constant term, and this is what? Operation. Okay. So constant, there is no change in value. Okay. 5, we are taking 5 here. 5 is a constant. 5 is a constant. 5 is a constant. So in a constant there is no change in value. Okay. And in a variable term, so we have to substitute a different values to the variable. So it changes the value of the variable term. Okay. So this is a term. So in 10x plus 5 we have how many terms? Okay. Here we have 2 terms. 10x is one term. Okay. And 5 is another term. So in this we have 2 terms. Okay. So as like we have 3x. In 3x how many terms? Only one term. Okay. So which one divides the terms and which are not divide the terms? Okay, I told already in part 1, that is a simple equation chapter. Okay, I thought you all remember children. Okay, recall that and say that is here which is separating the terms and which is not separating the terms. See the operations. We have the operations, 4 operations in mathematics. Okay, so that is very familiar to you. So what are the operations in mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, see first one, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, see here we have 4 operations. Okay, so these are all you can say these are operations in mathematics. So what are the operations here? We have addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so these are the operations we have in mathematics. See, addition and subtraction divides the terms. Okay, divides the term in an expression, in an algebraic expression. See, addition and subtraction terms divides the terms. Addition and subtraction operation divides the terms in an algebraic expression, and multiplication and division doesn't separate the terms in algebraic expression. Understood, children? See here, I'll give you an example. 4x square plus 5x plus 9. We have this example here. Okay, so here let us take here minus. Okay, subtraction. See, 4x square minus 5x plus 9. 4x square minus 5x plus 9. Here we have how many terms here? So here we have 3 terms. See, first term is 4x square and another term is 5 minus 5x and another term is 9. If there is a subtraction symbol, we have to join that to the term. Okay, so don't leave the subtraction symbol separately. That makes wrong in an algebraic expression. Okay, here we have taken 3 terms. How many terms here? 3 terms in this algebraic expression. What are those? 4x square minus 5x and plus 9. Okay, so here in this we have 3 terms. How to say? Why? Because the addition and subtraction operations can separate the terms in an algebraic expression. Understood, children? See here, addition and subtraction operations only. Addition and subtraction operations only divides the terms in an algebraic expression. Okay, understood, children? So here we have multiplication. Say 4x square. This can be understood by 4 into x square. 4 is multiplied into the variable x square. So this multiplication doesn't separate the term here. Okay, so 4x square is a single term. It doesn't separate the term here. See, only addition operation and subtraction operation only separates the terms in an algebraic expression. Okay, so here now let us say one more example here. That is 1 by 3x plus 4y. So this is also an algebraic expression. This is also an algebraic expression, but here we have different variables. Okay, here we have x and here we have y. So different variables. So different variables. Also here we are dividing this term by addition operation. So here 1 by 3x. Okay, so that we can say 1/3 of x. So 1/3 of x means this is divided by x divided by 3. X can be divided by 3 times. Okay, so here also the division is there. So that division is also not separating this term. Okay, understood, children? See, this concept you can keep it in your mind next. So this concept is very easy. Okay, only one concept you have, that terms divides the terms in an algebraic expression, and multiplication and division signs. So here we can see in an algebraic expression these two signs only. Okay, and multiplication and division signs we can't see. Okay, so it is understood. So it is multiplied. 4 is multiplied by x square and x is divided by 3. This is understood. Okay, so these two signs doesn't separate the terms. Okay, in an algebraic expression. And then we have here different variables. Okay, so in different variables also we have different terms. Okay, so let us move on to the another topics. You know the topic that is terms. Okay, terms that is factors. Sorry, here there is no factors. Terms and some operations also you can clear here. Okay, variable, constant, and these are clear. Okay, what are the topics we clear here? Algebraic expression. Okay, in an algebraic expression we know the terms. Okay, terms and then variables, constants. Okay, so this much we clear here. Okay, then terms of an expression. Okay, so the terms, how to separate, how many terms and how to separate here, how to separate and write the terms in the form of a tree. Okay, so here we have to write the terms in a tree diagram. Okay, so how to write? So this also we can make easily by the operations. Okay, so which one divides the terms? Addition and subtraction operation can divide the terms. Okay, by that only we have to write the expression in the tree diagram formation. Okay, so let us take an example. 4x square minus 3xy. 4x square minus 3xy. Okay, so here we have two terms. Okay, so this is an algebraic expression. Okay, so this is an expression, algebraic expression. Okay, so in this we have to divide the terms. We have to divide the terms. Okay, so here in this expression we have to divide how many terms here? Only subtraction symbol will be there. Okay, so only one operation can divide the terms. So we have two terms here. 4x square is the one term in an algebraic expression and 3xy. Okay, don't write only 3xy. If there is a subtraction symbol, we have to join that symbol to the term. Okay, so here 4x square is one term and minus 3xy is another term. Okay, so this is the terms. This is the terms. Okay, then we have to write these terms into factor form. Okay, what are the factors of the term? Okay, so what are the factors of the term? Here we have to separate each and every term into factors. Okay, so here how to write? Here we have two terms. 2 factors. 4 into x square. So this x square again can be written into x into x. Okay, x into x. So here see 4x and x. So 3 factors. Okay, so 4x square we have to write this into 3 factors. Okay, so the tree diagram we have used dotted. Okay, so the dotted lines for factors and continuous lines for the terms. Okay, so we have to write like this. So continuous lines for terms. Okay, and dotted lines for factors. We have to write like this. So this is understood to make sure the terms and factors here. Okay, so this is factors. So here how to write? Minus 3 is one factor and another x and y. So 3 factors. So minus 3 x and y. So these are the factors of the given expression, and we have to write this in the form of dotted lines. Okay, in the form of dotted lines. So we have to write the terms in continuous line, okay, and in dotted lines we have to write in the factors of the algebraic expressions, okay. So the term and factors of the terms of an expression. So conveniently we have to write like this tree diagram, okay. So we have to write this, and then we have to find out the coefficients of the given expressions, okay, coefficients of the given terms, okay. So what is the coefficient of x in the algebraic expression 4x square minus 3x plus y, okay. So what is the coefficient? So let us take this example only. So what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? Here where is x in this term? See, this is x. So what is the coefficient of x? Only take that term only, okay. Don't go on to the another term. So don't write 4x square minus 3y is the coefficient of x. That is totally wrong. Okay, so we have to take only the term which is present the variable x. Okay, so which terms are having x, that terms only we have to take to write the coefficient of that given variable. Okay, here we have x. So what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x we can get in this one term, the second term. Okay, so here what is the coefficient of x? We have to write leaving that x, okay. We have to left out that x, and after that we have the left out things are minus 3y, okay. Minus 3y is the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? Minus 3y is the coefficient of x. So or otherwise they are asking what is the coefficient of y? What is the coefficient of y in this? Okay, so we are leaving y. So other than that we have minus 3x, or otherwise they are asking what is the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square. So what is the coefficient of x square here? 4. So 4 is the coefficient of x square. Okay, understood children? So like this we have to write the coefficients, okay. So these are all familiar to you, okay. I am giving one glance to you to remember these concepts, okay. So now let us move on to example 1 which is given in your textbook page number 79 in part 2 textbook, okay, in part 2 textbook. So read the children, read the expressions which is given in your textbook, okay. So identify in the following expressions terms which are not constants and give their numerical coefficients. See, terms which are not constants and give their numerical coefficients, okay. So it is given for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 expressions are given, okay. So let us take what are that expressions, okay. So x5 plus 4 and 13 minus y square and 13 minus y plus 5y square and 4p square cube minus 3pq square plus 5. Okay, first you should read the question again and again. What is asking there to us? Okay, so what is asking? Okay, so what we want to find out? Okay, what we want to find out in this given expressions? Okay, so they are given the expressions and we want to find out the numerical coefficients of the non-constant terms. Okay, so non-constant term means, see here 13 is a constant. Okay, so in this xy plus 4 is a constant. Okay, and here 13 is a constant. Here 5 is a constant. So non-constant means we are left out the constant terms. Okay, let us read again the question. So identify in the following expressions terms which are not constants. Terms which are not constant. Okay, so in this we have only two terms. Okay, in these two terms we have 4 is a constant. Okay, so which are not constants. So we have to find out the numerical coefficient of xy. Okay, numerical coefficient of xy. Numerical coefficient means only the numbers. Only the numbers. We have to write the terms which are not constant, and we have to write the numerical coefficient in that. Okay, so here see the terms which are not constant. So here only one term that is not constant, xy is not constant. Okay, the numerical coefficient of this xy is 1. Okay, if they are asking the coefficient of x means you have to write y. The coefficient of x is y. So if they are asking the coefficient of y means you have to write coefficient of y is x. Okay, but here they are asking only the numerical coefficient. Numerical coefficient means only the numbers. That is in the coefficient of variables. Okay, so we have to write here the numerical coefficient is 1. The numerical coefficient is 1. So this is without constant terms. Okay, so terms which are not constant. So terms which are not constant. Terms which are not constant. Okay, so here in the first expression we have only xy. So the numerical coefficient of xy is, so it is understood here 1. So if we are writing 0 means, so there is no term. Is it right? 0 into x, 0, 0 into y, 0. So there is no term. So it is understood 1. So 1 into xy. Okay, so it is understood the numerical coefficient is 1. Okay, so here see we have 13 minus y square. So if there is a subtraction symbol, we have to add that subtraction symbol to the term. Okay, so here we have without constant term minus y square. So here the coefficient of y square, numerical coefficient of y square is, we have to add the symbol also. Okay, don't leave the symbol anywhere. So the symbol is very important, subtraction symbol. If there is addition symbol, if we are not writing also, it is understood. Okay, but subtraction symbol we have to mention, it is very compulsory. Okay, so minus 1. Minus 1 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, so here see 13 is a constant term, so we left it. So then we have two terms other than the which are terms which is not constant. So here minus y and comma. We are writing only the terms now, so no need to use operations here. Okay, additions. If there is a subtraction symbol, it is compulsory to write there. Okay, so if there is a addition symbol, so it is need not to write plus. Okay, so here the second term is 5y square. Okay, so the numerical coefficients of the terms. Okay, so what is the numerical coefficient here? Minus 1. Okay, so the first one is minus 1 comma here 5. So 5 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, so here see in this 5 is a constant term, so we left out this. So here other than that we have two terms. So one is 4p square cube and comma minus 3p q square. So don't forget to write comma here. Okay, here we have two terms. So comma separates the terms. Comma separates the terms here. So 4p square cube comma minus 3p q square. Okay, so here 4 comma minus 3. Okay, so here 4 is the numerical coefficient of the variables p square q, and here p q square is the minus 3 is the numerical coefficient of p q square. Understood, children? Okay, so this is the format to write the numerical coefficient, or otherwise if they are asking any other coefficient also, we have to write like this. Okay, and then what are the coefficient of x in the following expressions? Okay, so what are the coefficient of y in the following expressions? Okay, so in example 2 we have two types of questions. Okay, two questions in that. So same expressions, so different expressions. Okay, so they are given different expressions, but we have two questions. So one I have solved here. Okay, another one you have to try it in your rough notebooks. Okay, I'll send the notes through your WhatsApp group. Okay, copy down it in your classroom. Okay, try it yourself after watching this video. Okay, see here. What are the coefficients of x in the following expressions? Okay, that you can try it in your rough notebooks. I'll do the B1. What are the coefficients of y in the following expression? What are the coefficients of the y in the following expressions? See, 4x minus 3y is one expression, and then 8 plus yz is another expression, and yz square plus 5 is another expression, and my plus m is another expression. Okay, so here we have to take only the coefficient of y terms only. Okay, so we have to write only the coefficient of y term now. So we have to take here only the y terms. Now we are taking other than that. Okay, see here in this term, in this expression, see 4x minus 3y. See 4x minus 3y. So in this we have only the term, we have y. Okay, so that is minus 3y. So in 4x there is no y now. So that term we are leaving as it is. Okay, so we have to take only the term minus 3y. So minus 3y is the term we have y. Okay, and here what is the coefficient of y here? What is the coefficient of y? Minus 3 is the coefficient of y. Okay, so minus 3 is the coefficient of y. Coefficient of y. Okay, so what is the term here? Coefficient of y? Y, z. In 8 there is no y now. So y, z is the term. There is a coefficient of y. So here, what is the coefficient of y? Z. Okay, we have to write z is the coefficient of y. And here what is the term? It is having y, y, z square. So now say what is the coefficient of y? Z square. Coefficient of y? Z square. Okay, and here in this expression my plus m, so which is the term is having y? My. Okay, so my is the term which is having y term. Okay, and what is the coefficient of y here? M. Okay, so like this we have to write. Okay, so these are the examples for you to separate the terms and how to find out the factors and how to write the coefficients also. How to find out the coefficients. Okay, and then we have another topic, like terms and unlike terms. Like terms and unlike terms. See, like terms and unlike terms. Okay. So like terms and unlike terms. I thought you are familiar in this terms. Okay. So like terms which is having the same variable. Okay. Unlike terms which is not having the same variable, that is different variables. Okay. Let us see the example. So 3x, 4x, 7x. Okay. So these are like terms. Okay. So these are like terms.